This is RAF Cranwell in Lincolnshire. For over 100 years, air service men and women have been trained here to serve and defend our country.
And on this Remembrance Sunday, we give thanks to all those who made the ultimate sacrifice. Welcome to Songs of Praise.
Coming up in today's programme, I meet the head padre of RAF Cranwell and discover how faith can bring a deeper dimension to remembrance.
And you know, when I hear the word remembrance, my mind always goes to do this in remembrance of me. So we remember those whose lives were taken from them. But ultimately, for me, remembrance is remembering Jesus who gave his life for us.
Sean Fletcher visits an important memorial to lost air personnel who have no known graves.
It commemorates death, but it also celebrates the duty and the work that these airmen and airwomen carried out.
And we have a moving performance capturing the Christian hope of peace from young chorister Malachi. RAF Cranwell is the oldest air academy in the world. Even before the formation of the Royal Air Force in 1918, young men were being trained here for service in the skies.
The Royal Air Force College at Cranwell was the scene last Tuesday of a royal ceremony, when, with the Queen and Princess Margaret, the King presented the first King's colour to be borne by the service.
Famous alumni include His Majesty the King, who received his wings in 1971, followed by his son, William, the Prince of Wales, in 2008. Today, the latest group of cadets is preparing for their graduation, continuing an extraordinary legacy.
But many who once marched here went on to give their lives in service of their country, and remembering them remains hugely important to each new generation.
In the village of Scopwick, just a few miles from Cranwell, is the grave of another brave pilot who tragically lost his life during the Second World War. John Gillespie McGee Jr., a fighter pilot in the Royal Canadian Air Force, was killed in an accidental mid-air collision over Lincolnshire in 1941. Just 3 months before his death, he sent a letter home to his father, a church minister in Washington, D.C., that contained a poem he'd written entitled High Flight.
With its words of inspiration and comfort, it quickly became the official poem of the RAF. And here it is now read by some of those people we've met today.
Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds.
Wheeled and soared and swung, high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air.
Up, up, the long, delirious, burning blue. I've topped the wind-swept heights with easy grace.
Where never lark nor ever eagle flew, and while with silence lift mind I've trod
The high untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.
Thank you for joining me on this Remembrance Sunday.